Hi everyone and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I'm your reader every time you visit this channel. This reading is intended for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for a Scorpio, you're going to want to reverse the roles because it'll feel as though I am speaking to you about your Scorpio. Just a side note, I'm not currently taking personal readings. They will probably open up within the next week or so. And I'll make an announcement in my community section to let you all know when I am taking personal readings so that you can book that if you need. I'm just going to finish pulling these cards and we'll get a message about your love life for the month of August. So let's see what is left. Wow, Scorpio. This might be an interesting month for you. Let's just get through the rest of these. Looks as though there's a situation towards the beginning of the month where you're starting to really see things clearly. You could be getting a message from someone that requires action is what this is looking like. Now, I don't know that this person is asking you to do anything in particular, but it could be that you feel inspired to act based on what you're hearing. Bottom of your deck is 5 of Wands, so it seems like there's some conflict this month. Around your relationship, there's an imbalance here that has you feeling very tired. So this could be something that you've been dealing with for quite a while. I feel like whatever this message is, it's going to make you upset, okay? This is kind of looking like to me that perhaps if you've been dealing with someone or you're interested in someone, you may be feeling as though this person is delivering a message to you that is along the lines of them saying that they're not sure if this is what they want. They could be wanting to take the relationship in another direction. It looks like there's a lack of stability in this connection. I feel like perhaps you both want something different. Bottom of the deck, addictions in the reverse. You know, it seems as though somebody is struggling in your life, and you might be aware of this. You may not be aware of this. It could be kind of a secret. So now I don't know if this is you or if this is the person that you're dealing with, but it seems like somebody might be trying to, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like somebody is trying to kind of be deceitful this month. You've got 7 of Swords coming through twice. And I did see deception in your Oracle deck. It's making me feel like somebody is telling you one thing, but they're actually feeling another. And also this month, if somebody is giving you an explanation for their behavior, or if they're telling you something about like why they've acted the way they have in the past, be mindful of whether or not this person is telling you the real reason or the truth. Because something this month, it's like it comes in the beginning of the month and it looks as though it's an opportunity. And then by mid-month, you're starting to feel upset. You're feeling upset that you let your guard down to this person. You feel as though there's something that they're hiding from you. And with this right in the middle of your reading, I'm going to clarify this for you. So let's find out this beginning of the month situation. Yeah, this is a decision about the direction you're going to be moving. And I feel like it's almost as though somebody is giving you some sort of false hope around this connection. You know, and I think that this could be someone that perhaps you've been ignoring because you're starting the reading off with that 2 of Swords in the reverse energy. So this is like coming back into alignment or communication with someone after a period of silence. You know, it's like, okay, maybe we don't want the same things, but we could still try to figure this out. And then as I'm looking at the 4 of Pentacles, you know, you've been thinking a lot about your future. I feel like you've been thinking a lot about what you want. And this could even be somebody that perhaps if you like struggle with time management or addictions, or even like maybe this is somebody where you always end up spending money when you're with this person. So you started creating distance because you feel like they're a bad influence on you. It's the energy of somebody trying to tell you like, hey, I'm not doing the things I used to do. I'm a different person. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the last time we talked or the last time we hung out. And I feel like you're going to want to give this a chance, or at least hear what this person has to say. Because even if there's other people in your life, it seems as though this is the person that you are most interested in being with or spending time with. I feel like whatever they're telling you, though, this month is deception or deceit because they want to be back in your space. That's exactly it. I feel like the facade isn't going to last long, though. Okay, this is something that by, I'd say, the third week of the month, you're going to start really thinking about all the reasons why you should not give this person another chance, why it seems like working on this is not conducive to your financial well-being or your mental health. Yep. So here's the thing about this person. They have an ulterior motive, Scorpio. So it's almost like they're dressing themselves up to look one way, but in reality, there's something else. And they're dealing with you because they want something from you. For some of you, this is money. You know, this person knows that you're doing well in your life, or maybe they know that you like save your money, so you always have money for emergencies. I feel like this person could have put themselves in a bind. And because you've been very stable or generous to them in the past, whether it's with your finances or even just your time, it's almost like they're looking you back up to try to make it seem like they miss you or they're very interested in dealing with you. But in reality, they really just want help. There's something going on in their life that I feel like maybe because you've always been such a reliable person, they know that you have whatever it is that they need. Like, of all the people in their life, they're like, oh, well, Scorpio always works, or Scorpio always saves their money. Scorpio always has a place to live, right? And so this person, it's like they want help with whatever this is. For some of you, your person is like, oh, I just got out of rehab. I miss you so much. And in reality, it's like they're kind of looking for a place to crash, or they've burned all their bridges with their family and friends. I feel like that really is like the core message, is that this person has burned all of their bridges, you know, and they've probably burned their bridge with you as well. But because they know that you have a really good heart, it's like if they say the things that you've been waiting to hear, they can get back into your good graces. But I don't feel like this is going to last long at all, because very quickly this person, it's like you may call them out on the way they're behaving, or you might start asking them difficult questions that they don't want to answer. And so it seems as though they'll be elusive. But if you press the issue too much, they might even leave very abruptly. So be mindful of this person. I don't want to say this is a thief or anything, but if this is somebody you're allowing to stay with you, I would just say keep an eye on your stuff. Because this person struggles with temptation. It's like they do things and then they come back later and try to smooth it over. But in the moment when they were like angry or feeling depressed or whatever they felt, like the action that they took, they didn't think about how it would affect you or the people around them. This is kind of somebody who leaves like a wake of destruction wherever they go. Can't seem to get their life together, you know? And I think a lot of people in their life are just really sick of them. They're really over it. Because this person, you know, for some of you, this person is an addict, just because what I'm seeing here, like when you struggle with addiction, you don't make the best decisions, or you use people, you know, like a lot of addicts use people simply because their addiction always comes first, right? And this is kind of that energy of somebody who like wants what they want. They don't really care about what happens as long as they get their way. And then I feel like once they think about it, they're like, man, I'm kind of a bad person. But at the same time, they just try not to think about it. Or if they do think about it and they're like, I messed up, or I'm a bad person, they either blame it on their addiction or they blame it on their past or their childhood, where it's like, well, nobody ever gave me any breaks in life, so it's not my fault that I am the way I am. This person really struggles with accountability. So for those of you who know exactly who I'm talking about, be very mindful of this person this month, because I feel like this is another go round with them. But I feel like they, for some of you, this person may be bitter towards you. That's what I was going to say, because they feel like something happened in the past where you one-upped them, where you cut them out, or you were like, until you get sober, I can't deal with you. So it's almost like this person kind of has a vendetta or a bitterness towards you. And it seems like they're kind of playing on that as like their excuse for whatever they end up doing this month, right? Where it's like, well, back, in 99 when you left, I had no one. And it's like, okay, well, you also stole my car, so that's why I stopped talking to you. This is someone who doesn't see how their actions led to your actions or anyone else's. It's like, this is the victim here. You know what I mean? This is the person who is always like, well, everybody leaves or everybody treats me bad. And it's like, okay, but you do such atrocious things to people that people just get fed up with you. They don't see that in themselves. So, I mean, and they might sometimes when they really reflect on it, but they're just very, they don't want to know that about themselves, right? You're viewing them as the Seven of Swords, so whatever they're doing to you this month, you're viewing them as being shady. And I think that if you have had run-ins with this person in the past, that's something you might want to keep in the front of your brain, regardless of what they're saying to you this month. Because I'm seeing at the end of the month, you deciding to leave this situation alone after everything comes out. Wow, the sun in the tower, right? So this is this person being exposed that everything they're saying is not the truth, whether they're telling half-truths or leaving out important information. Their motive is the Six of Swords in the reverse. So they are not really trying to plan a future with you. It's more like they're just trying to gain the upper hand in the connection. This could even be like, say you've distanced yourself from someone because you want to work on yourself and they feel very slighted by you. So they're coming in to try to like reestablish old emotions or to get you like really invested in them again so that they can leave very abruptly. Because it's almost like they want to transfer their disappointment or their unhappiness onto you to try to one-up you in some way. So this could be like a karmic partner or a karmic situation. This is not someone new, but this is someone who's trying to show you that they've changed when in reality they have not, okay? This really just has to do with the fact that I think you're doing good in your life and you're moving away from this connection. And because this person feels like you'll never give them the same attention or time that you've given them in the past, they have to try to like play on your heartstrings or come in like, well, we could just be friends, and then try to like, it's just dumb. Like this person literally just wants you to start obsessing over them again, and trying to work to get them back so that they can keep like running away and you chasing them. So you could have had a runner chaser dynamic with this person. They feel like you are doing good without them. They feel like you don't need them. They're coming from a place of real disparity here. This could even be somebody where like they said to you that they felt like you were too invested in them or you wanted too much out of the connection or you were smothering them. So you got tired of feeling like they didn't pay you attention or ignored you and you're just like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to do something else now. But now that you're doing something else, I feel like this person is realizing that that didn't work, like, because they want you to chase them is really what this is all about. So I think maybe in the beginning, if they were pushing you away, it was because they were hoping that you would want to fight for them. But now that you're just like, well, that's fine. I'll just focus on writing this book I've been putting off, or, maybe I'll just start a new diet and get in shape and meet someone else. It's all right if you don't want to be with me or you don't want to get your life together. I'm not worried about it. now that you're not in a space of chasing them, it's almost like they're trying to reinsert themselves back into your life and make themselves look really good so that you'll want to like spend time with them, or you'll get that desire back for them. And then it seems like as quickly as that happens, that's when they try to like flip it and hurt your feelings this month. So just be really mindful of that, because this is literally somebody like trying to have a power struggle with you, trying to interrupt your peace. They feel like they're on the outside looking into your life. But what's stupid about this is I feel like this person put themselves in that position, right? Because it was a time when this person was a priority to you. And they didn't want to be, you know, they treated it like your affections were a burden. But now that you've decided to do something else with your time, you know, this person doesn't like that either. Yeah, you know, this person is difficult, and they could struggle with addiction, and maybe that's why they don't have the clarity of mind to understand like why you've moved away from them, or why this isn't for you anymore. Because any rational person, I feel like, would be able to look at the situation and be like, well, I spent a lot of time telling Scorpio I didn't want them, or showing Scorpio I didn't want them. So it makes sense that Scorpio would leave. But for them, they feel like that's their place, where they're the ones that are always supposed to be leaving you or acting disinterested. So they feel as though you've usurped them somehow, where it's like, well, they can't ignore me, I ignore them. Now I have to get them interested again so that I can ignore them again. And then they can go back to feeling the way I want them to feel, right? This sucks. But end of the month, I feel like you're giving up on this, because you're going to see this as this person kind of putting the final nail in the coffin, where it was like, you know what, I didn't have a problem with you until you did this. You know, I was amicable towards you, and maybe like you didn't leave the best taste in my mouth, or when I thought of you, it was kind of like, yeah, that sucked. But I didn't have like a bitterness towards you, right? Now this is just like, I don't care what happens with you. I don't care, you know, like just get away from me. Like, just leave me alone, you know? This person is kind of sealing their own fate, because I feel like if they would have came correctly, you would have been open to trying again with them. Whereas this behavior, this display that they're going to put on for you this month is like going to show you exactly why you left in the first place, or why you stopped dealing with them in the first place. But what I will say, Scorpio, is really nice is that, like, if you've been on the fence, or you've been holding your life up, kind of hoping this person will get it together, this person messed up because they taught you how to live without them, right? They spent a lot of time pushing you away or making you feel like you didn't matter. So in their absence, you've found other things to do. Like, maybe initially it hurt, but as this cycle kept going on, it's like it didn't bother you the same, right? It started bothering you less and less. So I think this person is going to be in for a huge surprise this month at how easily you let them go, or how easily you just like make the decision and call them out like very quickly, where it's like, okay, this looks like a lot of what I've been seeing from you in the past. So now you can really just go to hell. Like, you know, if you would have just left me alone, I wouldn't feel this way. Or if you would have came back like a normal human being and apologized, I would have been fine. But you are disturbing my peace, and I've gotten into a space where I don't really care if this happens or not. I'm actually kind of excited for the future. So I feel like no matter what this person shows you this month, you're going to be just fine, because they taught you how to not care. You know, you literally had the best teacher. This person taught you how to walk away and not care and not lose sleep, right? Because they always act so unbothered when they discard you or when they ignore you. So I feel like this person, they're kind of reaping their own karma yet again. I don't think they'll see it that way, but end of the month, you're going to be fine. You're actually finishing with the 9 of Cups. So for some of you, you're very excited because it's like, whoo, I finally got rid of this person. I see it for what it is. You know, I needed that comeback around. I feel really good. I was able to kind of kick them out of my life or call them out on their stuff and, you know, nip this in the bud before it got to be like something huge and painful. I've learned my lesson. You know, I'm not going to keep putting myself in situations where I'm doing all the work, right? So some of you may feel like celebrating by the end of the month, even though this is kind of a difficult energy. because you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't have to keep repeating this. Like, this is the one thing I needed. I got my closure. I was able to kick this person out of my life. I can stop waiting. I know they're never going to change, right? I feel like you're not going to be too sad about this. If anything, some of you may be able to tell this person a little bit more about themselves, because this person, it's like they try to put you in situations where they make you feel bad. I feel like that's because they really want you to run after them. This is almost the energy of somebody who just like thrives on damaging your self-worth. But you've gotten into a space where you've leveled up. So this person, it's like their validation doesn't matter to you anymore. So good for you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like with whatever they're going to be showing you this month, because you don't feel the same way about this person as you used to, you're going to have a really easy time making the decision to cut them out of your life, because you're going to see this as them being manipulative and controlling and just trying to knock you off of like your throne. You get what I mean? So let's pull a card for your opportunity for the month. I mean, I think you have an opportunity to tell this person exactly where they can go, to be honest with you. And it's good. You know, this has been a long time coming. So good for you. Let's see. Two of Swords. You have the opportunity to ignore someone this month. You also have the opportunity to do nothing, right? This is someone I think that's very used to you doing all the work. And so this month, it's like you have the opportunity to turn the tables on someone, to be like, well, how does it feel? You know, I don't care. I'm not into this anymore, right? This is a situation that I feel like literally you can't do anything about. This person, whatever their issues are, and I'm going to look into that in extended reading because it seems like they have quite a few. They need to hit rock bottom before they even begin to have an epiphany about why they behave the way they do or how much you really did for them. Because right now they're still in a phase of just like wanting to play this game with you where they get the upper hand, right? They're not even... This is all ego driven, you know, and so for those of you, if this is a twin, I am so sorry, because this is like going to just be a continuing cycle as long as you feed into it. So you have an opportunity to change the direction of this relationship, whether it's you leaving, you not paying them attention, you kicking them out of their, you know, your life. However you do it, right? You get to be in control this time around. You don't have to allow this person to come in and mess with your mind and mess with your money, right? Let's look at your obstacle. Ace of Cups reversed. All right. So some of you may, you know, have abandonment issues. I feel like this person is honestly someone that you would really like to have a life with. The obstacle here is seeing that this person is still not in a space to be available to you emotionally, okay? I think that you still have some residual feelings for this person. And so the obstacle is going to be you hiding that, you know, you not taking this person's forgiveness or apology and forgiving them. Because it's like as soon as you allow this person to come in, all hell breaks loose, right? Like once they know that they can come in and they're going to be fine and everything's okay, it's like they literally do the opposite of everything that they told you. Okay. So kind of a difficult obstacle, getting out of your emotions and getting into your head. But the obstacle is going to be seeing that this is not the opportunity for you at this time based on what this person is bringing into your life. Let's take a look at your advice. Six of Swords. It's time to move on, right? Time to move on from this. If you don't want to move on from this person, you know, that's one thing, but you need to see it for what it is in the moment. This person might come in with apologies. This person might have a lot of love that they give you initially, but this is a page followed by a King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Moon in the reverse. So, you know, the lie here is this Page of Cups that comes in a Seven of Cups energy, you know, selling you a dream and telling you all the things that they think you want to hear. But behind this Moon energy, it's really just a King of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody who doesn't want to commit, somebody who's materialistic, someone who's a con artist and after what you can give to them, right? The universe is trying to tell you that you deserve better than to give to someone who ignores you or treats you unkind. And so it's time to move on from this, okay? Now, moving on doesn't have to be forever. It could just be for a little while until this person kind of levels up. But they're still in a very immature energy. You know, this is somebody who really likes the attention. They really like being sought after or chased. But they're not willing to show up for you, you know, and then when you finally do catch them, they're just going to run away again, right? Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. That's coming out in the reverse. So it's showing me that after a period of silence, this person is going to try to start a dialogue with you again. But I feel like this separation is inevitable, right? It's just a matter of like, are you separating because they're playing mind games and they're ghosting you? Or are you separating because you're really putting your foot down and saying like, this is not what I want for myself? So your oracle card is the Fates. You got the 1 and the 7. An opportunity for confusion, but also an opportunity to see something for what it is, to gain the clarity, right? Let's find out, because this card is talking about cycles that you are repeating. And I feel like with this person, this is kind of on a loop, this behavior, right? For those of you who have stayed to the end, you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. You probably have multiple stories of how this person has done this to you more than once. So what do we got? Essential meaning, fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The oracle's message. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Your relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result for it. All right. Well, like I said, I think this person has not changed. I think that they are not planning on changing in this moment. But I think that that really is kind of what you're going to be recognizing this month, is that if nothing changes, is this something you want for yourself? Is this something that you could actually stay doing, right? Because regardless of what this person says in this moment, all they want to do is try to get the upper hand, Scorpio. So I don't know. This is a tough one, right? Because there's not much you can do about it, but you can decide how you respond to this person and their shenanigans, right? I'm going to take a look in the extended reading because I'm really curious why this person behaves the way they do. Why do they feel like they need to try to get the upper hand? Why do they play these weird games and they can't just see all of the work and dedication that you've put into this situation and give you what you deserve? Like, what is this person's problem, right? Let's find out what they're hiding. We're going to look more into that Seven of Swords energy and see why they're hiding it from you. And I'm going to look at what this person wants in regards to this connection and what they don't want, because it's pretty hard to tell, right? This is a really weird energy. This is like someone who just operates from their ego. And then it feels like they must have some sort of addiction. It just like keeps them from even being able to comprehend what they're doing to you, right? This could be someone who spends all their money and then shows up and tries to spend your money. Oh, this is a mess. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I'm going to put the link to the extended at the end of the video so you guys can check it out and see if that's something you're interested in. But in the meantime, just know you deserve really good things. You don't deserve what this person is doing to you. So I hope that you do end up taking the initiative to just see this for what it is and remove yourself from this situation and start creating distance from this individual, okay? All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. No contact readings will start coming out next week. So if that's something you need, make sure you've subscribed. And the extended reading preview will be on right after this. Take care. So this is frustrating, you know, with this Empress coming out in the reverse. This is like someone coming in to kind of steal your shine, steal your glow because they're upset. They feel like you've blocked them out of your life. For some of you, maybe you have, and they're finding an alternate way to contact you this month. But in regards to this connection, they feel like this is unfair. You know, they don't see this as a relationship. So I don't know if you've like ever been in a relationship with this person or if this has just been like a ongoing situationship. Because to them, it's like they are not even viewing this as something that has been a relationship. They don't feel as though this could go anywhere. So I don't know why they keep doing this to you. It's literally like they just are taking out all of their disappointments in life on you. And I don't understand why this person seems to enjoy abusing you or treating you as like their whipping boy is what this looks like. Why does this person behave this way? Okay, well, I mean, I don't think it's a good reason, but they just...